One night, Ecky, the Lord of Lough Neagh, was awakened by the sharp rumble. He ventured out to see that a mysterious object had appeared nearby. As Ecky approached, he realised it was a giant egg.
Flying eggs? I thought the flying happened after they hatched.
Ecky became concerned that the egg would freeze in the cold. He asked Betty, his heron friend, to sit in the egg and keep it warm. Weeks passed when finally a yellow creature not unlike a dragon hatched out of the egg.
You are such a fine colour for a horse,
said the king proudly.
I shall name you Parkgate Boy.
Parkgate Boy was in fact a water dragon. He grew quickly and eventually found a home in a nearby mound. The king planted a thorn tree, considered a special tree to the fairies on top of the mound. As the years passed, the tree and the mound grew larger. This attracted more fairies to the mound. At the same time, a village of humans grew around the mound, as they saw it a lucky place to live. Parkgate Boy lived happily also, giving lifts to the fairies over and under the water, like a kind of bus. One day, 3 ships appeared in the misty loch. It was Oran and his warriors, looking for a new land to conquer. Oran brought a wife, Aoife, and 3 daughters, Ida, Keela, and Kathleen. All 3 sisters were special to him, but Kathleen was fiery and stubborn like Oran, which made him more fond of her. Oran fought with the villagers and made many of them slaves. To punish and show his might, Oran cut down the thorn tree, ignoring the advice of the local people.
Superstitious nonsense! I will build a fine fort where this tree stands, and all will know my might.
Ha ha ha! What a mighty fine fort!
That night, as Oran slept, McMahon, king of the fairies, came to him in a dream.
Because you have cut down our thorn tree, I will punish you by taking something very precious away from you.
Oran began to worry about his crown, his blacksmith, and his fort. He told his warriors to be watchful day and night for anything strange. However, one stormy night, Oran was called away to battle. He had no choice but to take all his warriors and blacksmith with him. Before he left, he locked away his crown and told his daughters not to leave the castle. Wind howled, making eerie sounds and whistling through the cracks in the walls. The 3 sisters lay awake in their beds, a little frightened by it all.
What was that? Something flew by the window. It looked like a dragon.
Where are you going? Come back.
Come back here, you silly girl.
Kathleen could not believe her eyes. She ran from the room to investigate.
No, Kathleen, come back. Remember what Father said.
Against her father's wishes, Kathleen ran down to the misty water's edge, where she suddenly vanished. The fairies had called her into their underwater world. When Oran returned, he realised he had been tricked.
No, my precious Kathleen!
As shocked and saddened, Oran suddenly realised that he had lost something more precious than he could have ever imagined. Kathleen's changeling was a fairy child who took the place of a human child. Although Kathleen was happy to return to her fairy home, she missed her human family as well. It is said she often returned to them to warn them of danger on the loch, sometimes taking the form of a banshee. Through the years, people have spotted her on the shores of Lough Neagh and on the O'Neill family estate. But no one has ever been sure if it was her or a trick of the light.